Okay. Hey Jackson, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Thanks for hanging in there. I know it's been we're almost 15 minutes.
Something
All
like
right.
that. No big.
Okay, so I got this here, got the chat going. I can see it on YouTube. We're ready to go. All right, Jackson, bring us in.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest edition of Book Life, Pitted with Action and Manny V. I'm Steve Action Jackson, and joining me, Manny Vargas.
Yeah, Jackson. Hey everybody. Sorry we're a little late. That's all on me. I looked up at the clock and it said 6:10. I'm like, holy crap. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging in there. I know some of you are gonna watch the recorded version, but usually we got a handful of guys who will jump in during the live feed. So the YouTube channel is up, so the chat is ready to go. Jackson, I think today's going to be mostly about what happened this weekend.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, my shout out this week is everybody that was involved with the Bodyboarding US Ocean Beach Festival. You know, the sponsors, the staff, the competitors, the spectators, everybody made it happen. You know, the waves didn't really cooperate. It was 1 to 2 foot and gutless on Saturday, 2 to 3 foot on Sunday. But you know what? It was 2 great days at the beach, some great competition, and you know what? I can't wait to do it again next year.
Man, this is I was there for the first year, missed it last year, I believe, and then again missed it this year. So pretty bummed because I saw the turnout. Luckily, I got to spend some time with a small crew. They came out on the Epic boat on Friday, and it was Dub, Mac, Ayaka, JG, and Tyrone. We all packed up on the boat and went out to zero waves, but we turned it into a tour, and we actually had a great time hanging out. So shout outs to all of them that were able to pull off a nice and calm relaxation harbor tour, because we were all set on getting waves. But the event, man, it looked pretty awesome as far as the turnout and the vibe. You can feel it through the social media posts, and everybody who I've talked to said it was just awesome to get that community back together again.
Yeah, and you know what? I was really, really impressed by the number of Hawaiians that came out for the event. I would almost dare to say that there were more Hawaiians at the event than Californians.
What?
Yeah, man, they rolled out in numbers, and you know what? It had me stoked to see that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. The Californian turnout wasn't, usually it's like twice as many Californians as there are Hawaiians. What do you think? Why do you think that is?
I don't know, but you know what? I was stoked to have the Hawaiians there, you know, see them out there cheering each other on and dealing with what to them is cold temperatures. I mean, the water temperature was like 62, but the air temp in the morning first thing was like 45 degrees.
Oh my God, were they all bundled? Actually, Mac, he went from Hawaii to Florida, and then Florida to here. So he went from hot weather to hot weather, and then to the freezing cold. And it was middle of the day. We were out on the boat like middle of the day, and he was still cold, bundled up in his big old jacket. So I can't imagine what they were feeling in the morning.
Everybody was bundled up Saturday and Sunday morning.
Man, well,
Even me, I've kind of lost my Jersey edge. You know,
oh no.
I'm acclimating to Southern California climates.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's I think we start right into it. I want to know what happened.
All right, well, I have all the official scores and results right here from the competition. You know me, I save all of this for later reference. Um,
Yes. A big
First,
really quick, a big shout out to Ryan Stover, who's chiming in over here. Thanks for coming into the live feed. Jackson, the results.
all right, first and foremost, junior boys. You know what? There was some legit talent, a lot of Hawaiians. and it was Logan Samoba who took the win in the junior boys. Now, for the junior girls, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce her middle name because,
Is it a Hawaiian?
oh yeah, well, but Kanani Bustamante came for all the way from Kauai and was the only junior girl signed up for the event. So we discussed it with her and her father. She wanted to go out in the water, so we gave her a 15-minute expression session, but she specifically asked that we score her rides while she was out in the water. And you know what? She really went after it. And, it turned out to be a really good practice session for her because she was also going to be competing in the pro women's. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, Kanani, she got 15 minutes out in the water to represent the junior girls. It gave us an opportunity to promote what California Bodyboarding Alliance, Bodyboarding US, APB North America is really pushing for, and that's trying to cultivate the next generation of women's riders.
No, I think that's awesome that you guys and she wanted to get scored. That's friggin' pretty awesome.
Yep.
And no, it was all, I mean, she made the journey, so why not?
Yeah, she paid to compete. She got her water time, and it was really cool. She was super stoked. Killer attitude. It was a pleasure having her and her father at the event this weekend. So up next, the Masters final, and the winner was Jay Real.
Yeah, there was a Instagram feed where it was a reel or a story, and I heard the entire presentation and awards presentation for the Masters, and it was, man, he's actually made a pretty good God, he's been all over the place this year, and it's been pretty awesome to finish off the year, which I'm sure he's not done yet, but with a win at Ocean Beach, he's on a good roll right now.
Yeah, Jay has definitely had a good year between the World Tour commentary gigs, a win back home at the Bodyboard Festival, and of course, running day-to-day operations at e-bodyboarding. Not a bad life he's made for himself.
Exactly. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing the him and Vicky holding it down across the board as far as catering to the bodyboarders, being out there in the water, and Jay on the mic. And I was talking to, I think it was Mac Crilly. He was super stoked on the commentary at Frontone that Jay was putting out. And yeah, I agree. Jay's one of the best, if not the best, commentators for bodyboarding.
Yeah, and something that I think is really cool, I love to see. We've been seeing it all this year. Um, you not only get Jay competing in Masters, Vicky competing in the pro women's, but now their son Kieran competing in the junior boys. So it's like a full-on weekend at the beach for the real family.
So good, so good.
So with that said, moving on to the pro drop knee final. Uh, Sammy Maratino defending his title from last year, took top honors again this year in the drop knee.
What did that look like? I didn't see any footage from the drop knee division. Was it even rideable on drop knee? I mean,
You know what? There were some sets coming in. It was like 3 to 4 foot on set, and it gave these guys something to work with. It just to give you an idea, you had Kavika Kamai finishing fourth. We all know how legit Kavika is on the knee. Shaden On, young kid from Hawaii. Kid's got legit skills. He was killing it. Dave Hubbard finished second. So top two positions, you're talking 13 drop knee world titles. 9 for Dave, 4 for Sammy. And these guys were throwing fans out there. They were hitting big sections at the end. It was really fun to watch. Whether you drop knee or not, they put on a show.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, except for I'm pretty sure all of those guys in the drop knee final are from Kauai. It was a Kauai DK final.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So we'll double check on. I'm pretty sure On is also, he has a brother. They compete at the Garden Island Boogie Board Classic. And I think that was an all Kauai final in the drop knee division, which is freaking pretty. How many Hawaiians showed up?
Like I said, there was a lot of Hawaiians. There
Oh
were
my gosh.
more Hawaiians competing than Californians. They came in force and they made their presence felt.
That's amazing.
So
The Kauaians dominating.
yeah, like I said, Kanani, she's from Kauai. A lot of Kauai riders this year. So I hope to see more of that in the future.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to happen. Hey, give me 1 second. All right, let's get back into it.
All right, up next, results for the pro women's final. Sarah Martin holding it down for the Californians. She finished fourth. Vicky Reel finished third. Kanani, who we mentioned earlier, finished second. So that practice session, that 15-minute expression session, she got a feel for the waves. She got an idea of what the judges were looking for. And, teenage girl from Kauai finishing second, first time ever to California. And, she had an impressive showing. And then, of course, taking the win in dominant fashion, 2018 Women's World Champion Ayaka Suzuki Krilly, who also nailed down the high score award with an 8.33 in the final.
Oh my gosh.
So you know what? She made it worth her while coming out for the event.
Yeah, no, I think she's just so humble, and it's just amazing to see her, being herself on on land, and then once she hits the water, it's game on. It's like I love seeing, just the amount of power they have in any type of waves. Put them in the smaller stuff, game over.
Yeah, she really went after it out there, and she pretty much held it down from start to finish. So that brings us to the pro men's final. This was an interesting final. Finishing fourth, Hayato Enokido from Japan.
Who's living on Oahu, right?
Yeah. And you know what? He made his presence felt all weekend long, and super, super cool guy. I got to hang out with him, go out to dinner with him last night after the event was over. And just a really cool, humble guy, very unassuming. It was cool to get to meet him and watch him ride. Finishing third, one of the top competitors on the California Bodyboarding Alliance, Marcelo Freitas, a Brazilian transplant. And then finishing second, Sammy Moratino. He made both finals. And, there was a little back and forth between him and the eventual winner. But in the end, Mac Crilly actually won the pro men's. Everybody knows Mac for his drop knee skills, his stand-up skills. He let everybody know he's got legit skills going prone.
Wow. What did Dub enter the pro men?
Yeah, Dub didn't make the final.
Wow.
So, a really good weekend for the Crilly family.
Yeah, that's a
Ayaka winning
clean
women's,
sweep.
Mac winning men's. They were both pretty stoked to say the least.
That's freaking pretty cool. JG reached out. He's like, Manny, everybody on the boat on Friday made it to the final except for me, you, and Tyrone. But yeah, Mac, Nub, and Ayaka. So, Frig, good on them. Congratulations to everybody.
This is not the first time this year that Mac and Ayaka have made the podium together at an event. And
Talk about a power couple.
yeah, seriously. And so that's pretty much the results for the event. Excuse me.
Maybe we get the couple on Book Life together and we just talk about what they're doing, how they're doing, and how they're doing it.
That would be pretty rad. I enjoyed going out to dinner with those two. I was stoked to catch up with them all weekend long and to see them get that result. Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's friggin' pretty amazing. Thanks for the results. Do you have all the names of the finalists on in your hands?
I have all the final results printed out right here in hand.
Nice. Can we just name the junior men's finalist? Because we just said the first place winner and
Yeah, not a problem. All right, that's not it. Junior boys final. In fourth place, Lincoln Presley. In third place, Shaden On. In second place, Analu Yakman. And as we previously mentioned, Logan Samova taking the win.
nice. Awesome. Yeah, I mean the young guns nowadays, they're just it's I really hope the IBC has their foundation set and is solid and keep moving forward. Just so now every bodybuilder has something to look forward to, and the organizations within the countries get fully organized and get the bodyboarding competitive bodyboarding on track to give us stepping stones for those young guns to become world champions. Because I know there's a lot of them that give them a few years, they're going to be right up there with the likes of Tristan and PLC and Jeff Hubbard, who are still competing. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new generation.
And just to backtrack a little bit, to touch upon the comment that there were more Hawaiians than Californians, they came out in force. The junior boys final, 3 Hawaiians, 1 Californian.
Can we get the stats on that? Like how many? Let's go through the finals real quick. And how many Hawaiians were in every final?
All right, 3 Hawaiians and junior boys. Junior girls, only 1 competitor, Kanani from Kauai. Masters final, little bit of a different story. Jay Real, Bob Coco, Ivan Eisenhower, 3 Californians. They were joined by Juan Munguia. A couple of guys came up to compete for Mexico. So 3 Californians and 1 Mexican in the Masters. The drop knee, Sammy Martino, Hawaiian. Shaden On, Hawaiian. Kavika Kamai, Hawaiian. Dave Hubbard, Hawaiian.
Oh my gosh.
The last of the Californians got put out in the semis. Wally Sani, Trevor Solberg, they carried the flag well, but, weren't able to advance on. The Hawaiians dominated on the knee. And then, like I mentioned with the women's, 2 Californians, 1 Hawaiian, and the world champ from Japan, who lives in Hawaii. Yep. And then just to recap the men's, Matt Crilly, Hawaii. Sammy Moratino, Hawaii. Marcelo Freitas from Brazil, living in California. And Hayato and Enokido from Japan.
So good. So good.
So
Yep.
I love to see the international mix. And like I said, I was stoked to see the Hawaiians roll out in numbers, but I would love to see more Californians. And of course, me being a Jersey boy, where the hell are the East Coasters?
Yeah, exactly. Holy crap. Well, sooner than later, I'm sure they'll show up, but and we know there's a strong force of them. It's just a matter of the time and money to make it happen. So hopefully, we can get an event on the East Coast or Puerto Rico to make it easier for them to get to. Isn't there a Puerto Rico event coming up?
Funny you should mention that. The fifth and final event on the APB North America tour, the championship event, will be at Middles, December 3rd and 4th.
Darn it, that's my birthday weekend in a few weeks, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that. Are you heading over there?
You know what? I've been telling everybody I'm not going to be able to break away from work and make it over there. After this past weekend, I started mulling it over a little bit. Today, I got the green light to break away to go to Puerto Rico for the final event on the APB North America tour.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I was going to wait to say something tomorrow in our APB video conference call that we have every Tuesday. But I figure I'd break the news now. I'm planning on being in Puerto Rico for the season finale, the championship event, the Taino Pro at Playa Middles. God, I love that place.
Yes, it is. It's one of my favorite places in Puerto Rico. Reminds me of Off the Wall. It's freaking a phenomenal wave. The vibe is awesome and it's beautiful.
You know, it was killing me not the idea of not going there. And then after this weekend, talking with staff members that are going to be going there and some of the competitors, and oh, I can't believe you're not going. I started thinking about it a little more. Today, I looked into it, got the thumbs up from the work, and yeah, man, I can't wait to go back. I'm always telling people this. 97 was my first surf trip. It was to Puerto Rico. I fell in love with it right off the bat. And ever since then, on a yearly basis, there's always two places I'm always trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get back to: Hawaii and Puerto Rico. There's something magical about those two islands. And any time I have an opportunity to go, I'm chomping at the bit to make it happen.
And this year,
making it happen.
yeah, doing epic shit. Right on, Jackson. I'm stoked you're going.
Yes. So, moving onward with the program this week, I don't have a music spotlight prepared. Sunday, I will be going to see Hatebreed at House of Blues San Diego. And so I'll give you a recap of the show next Monday. And there's so many cool reels being posted from this past weekend. I didn't pick a video of the week. I'm just going to recommend hitting up all the social media outlets for Bodyboarding US, APB North America. Honestly, if you scroll through your Instagram, anybody that was there from Boogie Land, to E Bodyboarding, there's plenty of clips and reels to check out. So dive into it.
Yeah.
And
okay. Well, let's post that somewhere on Boog Life. I will do a quick search on looking up for just a handful of Instagram handles, and then we'll post it on Boog Life.
first and foremost, Bodyboarding US will definitely have some stuff to check out. Last but not least, it's time for our Monday motivation, which is actually on a Monday this time around.
Yes.
Today's quote is from Japanese writer Ryunosuke Akutagawa. I'm probably butchering the name, but I love this quote. Individually, we are one drop. Together, we are an ocean.
Love it. As always.
With that said, that's a wrap. We'll see you next Monday on the next edition of Pitted with Action and Manny V. You.